The idea for this video came from Nilima, who's done a ton of comments on my channel, and I appreciate the comments you leave, Nilima, so thank you for those. I chose one specific question that you asked, and it was, could you explain how to keep the amount column with 2 decimals and create the percentage of the same column as a new column? Absolutely, it's actually pretty easy. So what we're going to do is we'll hop on over to Alteryx, and I'm going to show you the finished version first, see if this is what you're interested in. If not, watch one of my other videos. If this is for you, then keep watching. So what I've got here is the interest rate down at the bottom. So this is a decimal number. I chose a number that's going to be a single digit percentage, so it's got 3 decimal places in it to start with. So 0.079 will become 7.9, 0.034 will be 3.4, and so on. And then I did something a little bit extra because I wasn't entirely sure what exactly you wanted as the output, but I decided to use a function inside the formula tool that lets me output the text with a % symbol after it. So in essence, in this example, we have the raw percentage coming in as a decimal number, the percentage formatted the way that you would normally see it also as a number, and then it formatted as text. So let's see how we're going to start this this input with the data set. So here I've got the interest rate coming in just as a number. So like I said, just straight decimals. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take a formula tool. So we're going to go up to the preparation menu. We're going to take a formula tool, and we're going to drop that onto our canvas there. And when we drop it in, the first thing I'm going to do is create a new field in here called percentage in a formula. And when you first drop this tool in, it's going to be empty, so you're just going to click the plus symbol and choose add a column and then give it a name like I did, percentage. Okay, now I don't need that column since I've already created it, so we'll delete it. To create a percentage off of a raw decimal number, then we're just going to take the field that we already have. In this case, it's the interest rate, and we're going to multiply it by 100. And in our data preview, we can see that gives us the actual percentage. Now this would work in reverse. If we were given the percentage and we wanted to make a decimal number out of it, then we would just divide instead of multiply. The other thing you'll want to do is make sure that you change the data type, because when you first create a new column, it's going to be a variable string column. And we want this to be double when it comes out. So we will go ahead and choose double as our output for that particular field. So that handles the numeric version of the percentage, but it doesn't put a percentage symbol after it. Now, if we loaded this into a BI tool like Power BI or Tableau, we would have the ability to format it there. But if we're going to keep it in Alteryx and maybe use a report tool, we could format it before it goes out. In that case, I'm going to go ahead and create a new variable, and I'm going to give it the name percentage text. So this is going to build upon the percent we already created, and I'm going to use the toString function, and then I'm going to append the % sign afterwards. So let's just act like I was doing this all over again from scratch. So we'll go ahead, add a column, and we're going to call this % text. All right, and then I'm going to use the toString function. So if I start typing TOS, we'll see toString comes up here. And this function has a lot more depth to it than I'm showing you. But at its basic level, all it's going to do is take in a string field, in this case, or take in a numeric field, sorry, in this case, the percentage, and convert it to a string. At that point, then I can go ahead and add a plus symbol to it, and in single quotes, put in the % sign. And that gives me the answer I want. Now, I want to make one other change here, which is I will leave this as variable string because it will be a string, but I'm going to make this smaller because the maximum size this can be is 6. If it was 100%, it would be 100, which is 3 characters. The period is 1 character. The single decimal place is another character, and then the % sign is the last one. That's 6 altogether. So that's the maximum size that it could be. Now, if I try to do this, this % addition or append the % sign on without doing toString, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to get this little squiggly line under here that says type mismatch in operator for the plus symbol. And that's telling me that what I'm trying to do is add the % in an arithmetic way, in a mathematical way, rather than appending. And that's why I need the toString portion of it in order for it to work correctly. Just like this. There we go. So we add it back, we're good to go. And then once we're all finished creating that, we can go ahead and run the workflow and we'll get the results here. So quick, easy way to be able to format strings. I really like the toString function if you're trying to format the output of a number a certain way. There's also a number of date format functions to be able to format dates all sorts of different ways, to be able to get text out of a date. For example, if you wanted the day of the week as the written word, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, there's formulas for that. I'll go ahead and put the link to where these formulas and the functions for them can be found on the Alteryx help guide. I think they're incredibly useful. In fact, I keep them bookmarked so that I can pull them up as a reference. So there you go. That's the daily format example for you there. As always, if you've stuck around to the end of this video, I really appreciate your support. Please like the video, please subscribe so you get those notifications, and give me feedback, give me comments, whatever you want me to build. I'm always interested to hear what all of you are doing with Alteryx. All right, I'll see you on the next one.